And good morning, guys. Welcome to Dano Crypto. Hope everyone is doing well. We are drinking a new drink today. This is hopefully going to help me stop drinking so much freaking espresso in the day. This is called Rue Brew, and it has some mushrooms in it. It's got some guarana. It has ashwagandha, some cinnamon, some turmeric. So it's got a nice little blend of stuff. All right, well, I hope everyone's doing well. I'm just going to do a short video this morning, and we are going to talk a little bit about Bitcoin, and we're going to talk about what a lot of people might not know about, and I'm learning more about it as I go on my crypto journey, and it's the Bitcoin halving. So from my knowledge and understanding, the Bitcoin halving is, if you understand the mechanisms of Bitcoin, it is a proof of work consensus mechanism, which means that there is for this particular Bitcoin, has a capped supply. So there's only 21 million Bitcoin or 24 million. I always forget the number. 24 million Bitcoin in existence, and the rewards for mining these Bitcoins decreases over time. So we're going to look at some charts, and also I found a nice little section on CoinDesk, a little video to explain exactly what it is, and we will go to that video here.
Let's explore the process of mining. Think of it like a raffle that has one winner every 10 minutes, where miners generate a new raffle ticket for each math problem they complete and turn in. In the early days, computers weren't optimized to create these tickets, so each Bitcoin miner generated fewer raffle tickets for each contest. Anybody could use their own computer to do it, and many did. Now, in 2020, there are specialized computers to do the mining, and companies that fill enormous warehouses with these machines.
So back in the day, what this means is that, you could basically mine Bitcoin on a like almost a cell phone or something, or you could mine it on a machine that didn't require too much computing power, and you can chain them together, and you could have a little garage setup. Nowadays, because of the strength of the network and what it takes to actually get the reward, it takes a lot. So, and I guess what it means is that there's a lot of competition.
Parts of the world where electricity is relatively cheap. And every 10 minutes, one lucky miner wins, and new Bitcoins are given to them as the prize. In the early days, when Bitcoin had no real value, the protocol gave away 50 Bitcoins every 10 minutes. At today's prices, that'd be worth at least $250,000, but back then it was worth less than 50 cents.
Nice.
As time passed, that number went down, with reward halvings every 4 years. In the first halving from...
Boom. All right, so every 4 years. So now we're going to look at this chart. Well, first we'll see when was the last halving. So when was the last Bitcoin halving? The last Bitcoin halving took place on July 9th, 2016, which caused the block reward to fall from 25 new Bitcoin created to 12.5 new Bitcoin created. As to be expected, there were large fluctuations in the Bitcoin in the months surrounding this event. So looking at the chart, you can see here we have the first halving was on November 28th, 2012, and we can see that the price of Bitcoin, here's the price log. This is on a log scale, was $12.22. Man, just imagine if you bought Bitcoin at that point and held it from that point. And you can see that the second halving, the price was $657. And now we have the third halving, which is oh, well, this was a really, really old article. Let me see see when this article was written. Oh, this is 2020. Okay, so let's see, third halving mid 2020. Let's see. All right, so now I think the next halving, if we see exactly, I think it's a year from now. So Bitcoin halving. Let's see, Bitcoin next halving. The next halving is expected to occur in April or May of 2024, when the block reward will fall to 3.125. Over time, the impact of each halving will diminish as the block reward approaches 0. So, if we look at the chart, every time we've had a Bitcoin halving, we've seen the price skyrocket. You can see right here. You can see right here. Steady move up. You can see right here. So we could be seeing Bitcoin at just astronomical levels when we are getting closer to this point. And then I think a lot of people are predicting that after this point, we will see a lot of adoption, just for the fact of the scarcity alone. So the more I'm learning about supply and demand, it really just depends on what type of supply it is. So if it's a supply that is essentially unlimited, the demand is not really going to be there for it. So with Bitcoin, it's a limited cap supply. There's nothing that you can do to the network or the programming of the way the software and how everything is running. It is only that amount. So if we check real quick, what is the Bitcoin supply? 21 million. Yeah, so I said 24 million. Yeah, 21 million. So all right, so let's go into the market real quick. We have, for some reason, the FTT token is up 64%. So that's some big manipulation right there. You want to stay far away from that. And we have XRD. We have Radix up 33%. That's pretty awesome. We got Arbitrum up 12%. We got FTM Phantom up 6%. Matic 3%. Looking like the market is overall in the green. Stacks is down 4%. That's really interesting. If like Stacks has been kind of doing some interesting things following around with Bitcoin. Stacks is a protocol that is, if I can remember, they're trying to put NFTs on Bitcoin as a, let's see, yeah, Stacks is a Bitcoin layer for smart contracts, smart contracts and decentralized applications to use Bitcoin as an asset and settle transaction on the Bitcoin blockchain. So that's pretty interesting. Probably a good trade if you're betting on Bitcoin going up, then Stacks is something that kind of follows. And recently, if you look, it was up over past $1.88 right now. Yeah, so that's what Stacks is. Yeah, everything's looking pretty green. If we look at Bitcoin right now, we are sitting at $30,205. If we go, we can see here we got as high as $30,326. We went back down to below, I think it was kind of going below 29,000, and then now it's just kind of it's going to skirt around for a little bit, I think. I mean, with all the data that's coming out in the financial markets, Bitcoin is strong, so we can definitely guarantee that we're going to be kind of chopping around, almost getting closer to 40K. And then once we hit 40K, we might see a pullback. I mean, I wouldn't say even might, I'd say we will see a pullback, because you've been in the crypto market long enough. You know that these pullbacks always happen. But you can, as you can see, if you look at just the scale of Bitcoin, you know, every time we see a pullback, we always see recovery. And now we've been in the biggest downtrend ever. So right here is where I think we're going to start seeing to push about, you know, 39K, 40K really soon. But we got to break 35K resistance. Once we do that, then we might see it go back down to 31 or something, and then start climbing back up. Personal opinion there, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, hope you guys are having a fantastic morning so far. Get a little bit out of this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.